I don't know whether this is going to work. It might work. It might not work. Who knows? I'm using a different platform this time. I'm using this, which is a table. No, that's not the platform I mean. I am going somewhere completely different because yesterday's did not work. In that, it was an amazing show. I was really proud of it. Really proud. Unfortunately, it cannot be seen at all. I think it sounded quite nice. It just couldn't be seen. It was a little bit of a learning curve. A learning curve, and I learned that it was very curvy indeed. In fact, you can't see anything. It is like a watercolour that somebody has rained on, put in a puddle, squished on, and it wasn't very good. Anyway, the actual thing was brilliant. So this is the second, and it is live, but I don't know really what to say about this, except that I haven't written the show still, because it's only been yesterday since I said I hadn't written the show. Still haven't written the show. I've got my trusty puppets for company, and nobody else, because nobody else knows about this. Oh no, nobody here at all this time. 2 viewers. Hello, 2 viewers. I'm wrong, 2. Hello, how are you? Welcome to my show that is exactly the same as the one that I always do on Sunday, except at a different time, because now I'm pretending that this was my show that would have been, that isn't, because of circumstances. Hello, it keeps freezing every couple of seconds. Oh, wow. As long as you can hear me, that is good. Drop frames detected, 11% over the last 2 minutes. Well, that's not great, is it? So this is definitely a curve. A big learning curve. But can you see my face? Is it a face shape rather than a wiggly line as it was yesterday? Not going to tell me. Can you still hear me? That's something. That'll be, so we'll just call this a podcast. A podcast. A podcast. That's how I say it. I don't say podcast like everyone from back there England seems to do. It is a podcast. Except it's got visuals that might, very much like an old Lost Doctor Who episode where they found some of the frames but not all of them. That will be me. You will pretend that I'm a lost Doctor Who that has been found again, but they've had to painstakingly recreate it and they didn't have any money for the animation, so that's what... See, this is Patrick Troughton. You can tell, can't you? Look at it. Patrick. Definitely. And I will be Jamie. Oh, Jamie, don't go in there. I'm going to have to hug you. Ow! Oh, he just thumped me in the eye. That Patrick, you are very, very violent for a Doctor Who. They do say that Doctor Who wasn't violent, but he just nutted me. Literally nutted me in the eye. Ow! That is a terrible Doctor Who stroke puppet stroke live stream related accident that could have very well been prevented if it wasn't for the fact that I am an idiot. I've brought my masks with me, so just in case, I've got my mask so that nothing can go wrong with you've got the mask. There you go. There's my mask. And then there's my other mask, which I can't see now because here it is. It's got a nose strip. There it is. You can't hear me. You can't see me. I am Tommy. In my recreation of Tommy. Can I see anything? Hello. I must be happy to do vids. Okay, I must be. Tell my brain that. Anyway, that is my mask, which I now have to wash because I've used it unnecessarily. And I will have to wash it and make sure that it's all lovely when I go out. If I go out, am I going to go out? Probably not. Never again. Why would I go out when I've got the whole world in my room? Can you see me, Jerry? Can you see me, Ollie? Can you see me, other person that is remaining anonymous at this moment? I have got my keyboard. I was a little bit worried earlier on because I just tried it and it didn't work, and then I realised it was the plug had come out because I'd fallen over the lead. That's it. Never trust a lead. Always trust the supporting actors the most. Yes, Jamie, not Patrick Troughton. Patrick Troughton nuts you in the eye. I heard he had a reputation. He's got a recorder and a bit of a temper on him, apparently. Anyway, how's it all gone? Oh, audio is low for you. Well, if you put some headphones on, maybe it won't be so low. I've got my microphone here. It shouldn't be low. Is it good? You see, you are freezing. You can see, but I am freezing. It's a very hot day, so I don't know why you're freezing. Okay, so this is not good. It is the internet. I see you're fine. So maybe it's your internet and not mine. Maybe everybody else can see me just fine, and it's just a matter of not my fault. Yesterday, not good. I have clicked a little button that said optimize, 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 because I do not want it to be, where's the camera? I do not want it to be like yesterday, which was a disaster. The likes of which have never been seen. Not even the Titanic was as disastrous as my yesterday's live stream, although the Titanic underwater very much looks like my live stream yesterday. It's funny that, isn't it? When a disaster is more than 100 years ago, you can joke about it. I can joke about it as if it was something humorous, when it wasn't. It wasn't a humorous thing, but it's so long ago that everyone that was on the Titanic is under the sea or not alive anymore. It's very sad. But there's nobody to get upset. Whereas things that happen now are still a little bit too soon, really. A little bit too soon. Sound is good, that's all good then. Headphones, I had to turn the fan off to fit. Well, there you go, the fan, it was all the fan. That's the trouble, the fans. The fans, look, he's going bald at the back. Oh my, Patrick, what will I do with you? Anyway. His hair is going a little bit loony. Loony Patrick. He needs to have a fringe, doesn't he? There you go. There, he's definitely Patrick Troughton. No! Yes. So I am going to play my piano, which I can't play, as you found out yesterday. But, yeah. So, anybody got any requests? I can't play them, but I'll try to do a good... So, if there's anything out of copyright that you want me to sing and play very badly in that it won't be the tune, and it won't be a tune. It'll be the live music was a treat. Yes, it was a treat. Experimental music. Oh, that was almost When the Saints Go Marching In. Very nearly, but not quite. Not quite, nearly. Hello, everyone. How are you? I am good, are you? Hello everyone, it's so hot today. Hello everyone, I have no clue what I'm doing, and I can't play the piano, and I think you knew. Never mind. Anybody got any requests? Any requests for this amazing show on this very hot day? It was a bit cloudy and overcast yesterday here. Overcast, see, I say overcast, not overcast. Overcast. And I will not be picked up on how I speak, because how I speak is how I speak, and what I am is what I am, and who I am is who I am, and I don't know, I've got as much idea as you, but never mind. I will not be second guessed. No, so I will do jazz piano. Oh, they have got jazz piano. That does not sound like jazz piano. 46, jazz guitar. It was a jazz guitar. I read it wrong. I can't even read. Honky tonk piano. Chorus E piano. Chorus E piano. What's a chorus E piano? Chorus electronic piano, I think. Am I Popeye? Ahar! I am what I am. John Paul Sartre. Popeye. Aristotle. And all the other philosophers from the cartoons. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Any requests before I just launch into something? Hello, it's a lovely day. Hello, how are you today? Everything is very bad. was very nearly, should not, yeah. D, 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 D. Hey Jude. Okay. Hey Jude is probably in copyright, but I'll do my best with different words and a different tune. Hey Jude, how are you? Do you know who you are? Hey Jude, Jude. That was beautiful, wasn't it? That was an absolutely as it was in the original. Hey Jude. Yes, take a sad song and make it very much worse. Very much worse indeed. Never mind, something out of copyright, and then I can, if I know it, sing the words and then just play random notes. Country violin. That does not sound like a hello Mark, hello Jerry, hello Adana, hello Ollie, hello other people that are here, anyone else? Adjustable Squelch, you're all here, the gang's all here, hey ho, the gang's all here, la 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 la, hey ho, dee 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 dee, da 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 la la, gang's all here! Copyright protection. I think somehow that all the people that wrote that are dead, but just in case, yeah! Lovely. Yes, so it's been a day. What's happened in the news? Topical humour. What's happened in the news? Everybody's horrible. La la la. It's hideous. The British government spent 156,000 million, something like that, on completely rubbish PPE. Now what? So I was wondering about this, right? They've spent quite a lot of money on things that are of no use at all. Now, if I have accidentally bought something and it's of no use at all, or I've deliberately bought something, it's completely useless, it is not fit for purpose, I will send it back and get my money back. Now, what I want to know is why the British government is not sending all of these things back and saying, hello, money back, please, 156 million. I think so, and if you want to send us vouchers, that's fine, just don't make it all in vouchers, and then we should get some oranges and apples and some grapes with what we've left over. We've got enough for everybody to have grapes with 156 million. My goodness me! Topical humour. Ah! And this is what I don't do. Topical humour. La la la, la la la. Vibraphone. What's good? A Celesta. Oh, Celesta. That's... Under the sea. Oh, what on earth? That is... Pipe organ. Oh, I've got a pipe organ in this room. Phantom of the Opera is here. Yes, Ollie, you're right. They sold them as is because the British government is too inept to actually get a proper contract. The Japanese came to get a trade deal, and what happened? We sent them back without a trade deal. Brexit is very, very stupid. And also, Priti Patel, oh, she said, the French should have just turned everyone, made them stay in France. Why did they send them here? They should have helped us. And the French pointed out that that was what the EU was for. And if you want to do that sort of thing, you have to do a special deal with the French. And also, when I'm thinking about it, I very much doubt the French. If the French said, you sent all our people over here to have a year in Provence and we're sending them all back, the British government would be, no! We're not having your year in Provence people back here. What are you on about? They've gone over there. Keep them in Provence for a year, if not more. They really, thank you very much, Mog. They really would not countenance it. Topical humour. It's not topical. And it's not humorous. Year in Provence was a long time ago. absolute years. Spooky. Yes, so I think on this point we should probably have one of Vardarea's greatest hits. Anybody got any requests on one of Vardarea? Ollie, do you know any of the Vardarea hits that I should play? You know them very well, I believe, and quite a lot of you very big fans of Vardarea. But obviously it's not the same without Holger here bringing in the bass, all about the bass really. But I can do quite a good impression of the other one, whose name I forget. It was Holger and what was her name? Do you remember, Ollie? I can't remember. Yes, Ollie, the whole purpose of this government is to give money to their mates. France does not have ants in its pants. Why-oh? No, Ollie. Not any of the ones that have already been. One of the hits that you can't remember because, I mean, why-oh, la 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 la, hey-oh. I can't remember any of them. Minka, that's her. Minka. There was a few that. Do you remember that we haven't actually covered yet? I mean, it's not us in the videos, obviously. It's the real thing. If you go and look at Vardarea, they are the real ones. You see, Vardarea, I don't say Vardaraya because of my accent. That's the same reason I say Grant, and the same reason I say other things that I've said that I say differently. That's the reason. Minka Kelly, no, her name was Minka something else. I can't remember. She's just Minka, like Cher. Don't know, Madonna. Ollie obviously can't remember any of the, so he's not going to help me. So I'm going to do the one that was from, I think it was quite a hit. It was a hit in 1926, quite near the middle of their career. Come to think of it, we do. Yeah, it is. Ollie, we do look a lot like them. It's amazing. We should do a tribute act. Never thought about that, did we? We should do a tribute act to Vardarea. But yeah, she can't remember any of the ones. There's one about a wedding anniversary. That's right. That one about the wedding anniversary from 1924, big hit, right? La 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 la. La 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 la. Mosete la quena. Mosete la neno se. La yo. I'll translate. It was about the wedding anniversary, and both the parties were dead, but they still, as ghosts, came back to celebrate their wedding anniversary, and they had a great big feast. They had pickles that were fried, and they had frogs on toast. That's a very big delicacy where they came from, and also they had grass soup, which was actual grass that they mow. It's quite a poor country. They used to mow the grass in the field and bring it in. Sometimes it was very flavourful because the cows and the sheep and the goats had been in the field, and so that was an extra bit of taste and protein, and sometimes there were maggots that came out of it. So it's maggot and grass soup. It was a traditional wedding feast. Anyway, they had that. Even that's probably why they died, because they died on their actual on their wedding day because of the soup, but they didn't know that. Anyway, 50 years later, the ghosts came back, and this is basically what's happening here. La sona catevo na koto nete to se pena nete te tatela nga 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 no sona fe no pe pelona nakate ona bona sodale pena che te dane penale pena te fatete nena pe pape to tanta a great big monster comes in and spoils the feast. All the guests are there. They've been there for 50 years. And the mother-in-law is very angry. She's turned into a dragon. No, nase, nake, nasale, nake. Obviously, mother-in-laws get a bad rap. They're very good usually, but you know, 1924, you've got to go with the times. Ne so candate, ne so nandade. This is the bride now. Hola, sitete, hola, sitete, no tate tutave, una kena. And then the groom comes in and he says, oh, wapape, hola. He's got a big falsetto as well. And then the bride again. And then he says, oh, 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 la, 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 la. And then they make friends and the mother-in-law stops being a dragon, turns back into a mother-in-law, even though they're all ghosts at the moment, and then they all ascend to heaven and they go, she made the soup, that was her fault really. No, nake, nake. They've all gone to heaven. It's very, very good. Yes, the wedding soup. It's always a bit of a tricky thing to make. I mean, in very many cultures, in some cultures you make it out of the tears of the bride who's very sad to have got married. Sometimes they make it out of the urine of an elephant. That's very popular in a lot of cultures, especially in Croydon, South Croydon especially. That's a big one. Not so much now, but once upon a time when it was mostly bears that lived there that like that. Actually, there's not so many bears in South Croydon. Bear soup is another thing that they really, really, really liked in Abersacan. Bear soup, popular. Anyway, it is a lot like pea soup. It's exactly like pea soup, Mark. So, Let It Be by the Beatles I've got a request for. Now, this is Let It Be by the Beatles with none of the words and none of the music. Let it have a day. It is very, very clear that we must let it go, let it go, let it go, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, be. Because that's a let it be. Let her be, let her be, that's a B, that's a B, that's a C, that's a C, that's a D, that's a D, that's a G. Ha ha! I don't know much, but I know where a C is on the keyboard. Yay! Just up the road from you, are you? I've not said where I am. Just up the road from me, on a hill. Fall on a hill. Anyway, oh, this is fun, isn't it? This is just as good as yesterday's. Just as good. Except you can see me. So, it has been a day. It has definitely been a day. How long have I been doing this? 23 minutes? Unbelievable. 25 minutes even? 25 minutes? It's been as if no time has gone before. So yes, it's been really important to be very vigilant We've been told to stay alert a few months ago, and I don't even know whether that advice still stands. I haven't heard anything from the government about whether we're still having to stay alert. I suppose we should always be alert. Always be alert. Always. There's a bee. No, not a bee. A fly. A fly buzzing around. It's very bothering me a lot. But never mind. That's what we have to live with. You know, it's better than nothing, isn't it? A fly in the house is worth two in the bush, probably. So I'm going to do a horn duet. Hello, Ed. You're not alert. You were a lurk. That's good. Do 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 do. Yes, I'm not really gonna... If I ever get a tune on this, it's by coincidence rather than design. I wonder if anybody has just learnt the piano by just fiddling about completely ineptly. Baby bears. Now the thing about bears is you shouldn't eat bears, Jerry, because I tell you what, you can get worms from bears and from a wild boar. And you don't get the sort of worms, they're wriggly worms, I think they're tapeworms, that sort of worms, and they're very, very dangerous, and you can die from eating them, definitely. You can probably also get bubonic plague. Bubonic plague? That's like the plague, only without an L. We've no got L's anymore. Give a hell. Bye, Elise. It was awesomely fun. Okay, bye-bye. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Have a lovely day. Anyway, people are coming. Nearly. See, that was nearly a tune. Almost. All we need is love. That is all that we need. And an audience. And it's very nice that people came, even if they are leaving halfway through my show. Imagine if this was a real Edinburgh show and people were coming and going. It would be terrible. But thank you for the 5 people that are staying, and thank you, Mark, indeed. Supposedly, and listen back later, the feedback loop in your brain. Oh, yeah. That would make sense. So if I keep doing this, then my brain will learn to play the keyboard. By accident. See, that's almost. What a concert. I'm actually playing this. Just in case you think I'm not. So yeah, let's do this. Right, I'm playing this. I've no idea what I'm doing. This is literally experimental music in that. I think that's probably enough of that experimental music, but that was classic. That was as good as any experimental music. Maybe that wasn't, but... So good, Lee. So brilliant. You're a genius. That's genius. What's genius backwards? So weird. Neg. Yeah, that's me. Silly neg. Genius backwards. Backwards genius. Whatever. I'm sure that one day I will learn. If if I really take these wings and learn to fly. Fly, fly, fly me. Fly, you pretties. Yeah. Anyway, this has been ever so fun, hasn't it? I've been here for 31 minutes and I have not said one thing that makes any sense at all, and I've no idea whether this picture is still holding or whether I've cut out or whether anything is going on. Mr. Bean! People say I look like Mr. Bean, and then Oh, I do. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I concede. People say I look like Michael Jackson. I suppose how can I look like Mr. Bean and Michael Jackson? That makes no sense. Mr. Bean does not look like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson did not look like Mr. Bean. And yet somehow, I embody them both in this one face. So that's almost sounding like a tune. It's just amazing. Not any tune that you can recognise. So this is original music. Wow. Just almost as if I know what I'm doing, which of course I do not. Anyway, so this has been fun, hasn't it? Yeah, so, what are we going to do with the world? How do we save the world? How do we make it good? Now, the thing is, how do I make my show good as well, you might ask? Because there's other people that have made such an effort, and they write their shows, and they do their shoes. They do their shoes, yes, they do their shows, and they've made so much effort, and it's absolutely the most... I've got a light on my face, that's really annoying. And they make so much effort, and it's absolutely brilliant. Rowan Atkinson looks in... Oh. Okay, yeah, that's probably true, Ollie. Anyway, so that's... People go, I look like Mr. Bean, and I go, no, I'm not. And people don't believe me either, Ollie. Rub it in. Anyway, yes, they think that I am Rowan Atkinson. So, backwards, genius. Clearly. Anyway, as I said, people will spend ages and ages writing a show and putting in the money and bring it to Edinburgh when what they could do is make up a load of nonsense on the spot, and everyone will be like, they'll be flocking to see it. They won't be flocking to see it. There is something to be said for actually writing something. Do you know what? Maybe my brain is fooling me. But I think I'm getting better at this keyboard work. I think my brain's fooling me, to be honest. You're hopeless. You're never going to get any better. Oh, people say that if you play an accordion, then you're never going to play in a rock and roll band. That is from the absolute best film ever to be made in the history of the world, Ishtar, starring Warren Beatty, Isabella Adjani, is that her name? And Dustin Hoffman. Ha! Is the best film ever. Believe me. Don't believe me. I do like the songs in that, but probably the rest of it, no, not so much. If you watch Ishtar with just the songs and finish it before they actually bother going to the desert, then brilliant film. If they never went to Ishtar, it would be brilliant. That does not sound like an accordion. That sounds more like an umpa band. Umpa, 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 umpa. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. What is up in the world? You don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to have a drink. It's so hot. But, yeah. Other people, as I said. Now, I wonder why I never had a career. The reason I really never had a career is because I pull this sort of rubbish when I'm... No, it's amazing. This is such an amazing show. Yes, it's the best show in the world. Yeah, so yesterday, when you couldn't see me, I said that I should be in the 25, under 25 to watch. And I did a sly wink. And because it was so fuzzy, I could have actually got away with that. Now I'm thinking maybe that I could be in the best 100 out of under 100. Yeah? I mean, this is very, I think it is a little bit bad for the people over 100 that they won't be in this list. But if they're still going after 100, they can still be in the list if they really want to. But I think the up and coming 100 under 100, I definitely have got time for that. I can feel that. I've still got time. A little bit of time. Oh no, I'm 110! Oh my god, I'm going to have to pretend to be 100. I'm going to have to lie about my age and say I'm only 100 and... just 100. Yeah, because I tell you what, do you remember ages ago, the actual age limit for American Idol and the British pop idol at the time was 25. You couldn't be older than that. And then they brought in the X Factor and they've got olders. And they call them overs, which is really, really insulting, I think. Anyway, but in American Idol, for one person, 1 year, I can't remember who it was, there was somebody that was a backing singer, had been a backing singer, and she was something like 28. And they let the rules slide just for her. And then in Britain, they did the same thing because I think Nicole Scherzinger. I was going to say something else then. Scherzinger. Yes. She said that somebody she wanted was a little bit older than that. And she decided that the rule should be 28. So that's still a bit of a cut-off point, really. It's just discriminatory. I mean, who knows where they are at that age? I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I've got ages before I'm 28, so it's ages before I find out about that, really. But it's discriminatory that the people that are still trying to find their feet, that might not have even started at that age, are just denied a career. Yes, well. But then again, I haven't written a show, so I haven't written anything. I haven't done anything. So why am I upset about that? Maybe if I'd done something and I hadn't got anywhere, maybe that would have been different. But I can't exactly say that I had a hope in hell, really, could I? Anyway, that's beside the point. Everyone stop talking to me now. 4 viewers I've got left. Driven you away by my ranting. A rubber face, really, haven't I? Maybe I could. Do you remember Phil Cool? If you're really old and British, you might. Phil Cool! Whatever happened to Phil Cool? I'm sure he must be somewhere at the moment. Did he go into producing or something? Is Phil Cool still alive? I don't know. He was big! That's it! See, there's a few people that are big for a very short period of time and they disappear and you never see them again and you wonder what happened to them. There was a guy that used to come on and used to go swing or something like that. That's I don't know what he used to do. I can't remember. Anyway, he used to dress in. He came on British TV a few times, and he had this prisoner's uniform, and he used to go and a sort of like white makeup with black eyes or something. I can't remember. And he used to go, oh, and it was weird, and everyone sort of went, oh yeah, he's big. Anyway, he's retired, Phil Cool. I think the other person I'm thinking of might be dead by now, but. Alienated everyone. I'm going to finish with another Vardaria song, and it's going to be in the key of, I don't know, because I can't play the piano. It's what sort of music shall it be in? Folk guitar? I think so. That's not folk guitar. It says it is. Does that sound like folk guitar to you? It doesn't sound like it to me. Somebody J, that's right, Holly Bean. Anyway, this is a very sad song. What's a tina can of me? Do you know what it's about? Do you know what it's about, Ollie? Tell me when you know what it is. Very famous song. Very famous Vardaria song, obviously. Me so catatela na gana e so tatate no fela ke. I've forgotten it. Oh no. Oh no, say you're right, it is something that must not be spoken about. Oh na que la suna about dinner. Oh, it's a bit of a taboo. Okay, Ed, obviously not a fan of Vardaria. I think that's very rude. They've got very big cultural significance in their home country, which of course is under the water now, and it didn't really help that all those people ate the wedding soup. Alright, well I'll end it there then, if you're going to be like that, Ed. Being dissing cultural icons from under the sea now, obviously, that place, but they were very big in their time. I don't know. This is a bit shorter than the one yesterday because I've got no clue and it's very hot. And to be honest, I think you've had enough too. Ed's clearly had enough. Not a fan of Vardaria, ever. But, you know, they were big in their time. Very, very big. Still quite big in Brazil, actually. Quite big in the rainforest. Because some of their earlier recordings got dropped with a gramophone. And, yeah, they really like it there. Not my fault you don't like it. It's one of those lost things, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, Monica! I'm just about to go, but thank you for joining me. You can look back. Maybe you can actually see this one. And there's some more hits from Vardaria and a lovely concerto that I composed while I was here. And I almost learned to play the piano. But not quite. Not quite. I think it might take more than a couple of minutes. Madly. Just unbelievable. How could it take more than a couple of minutes to learn something? Ridiculous. Redonkulous. Redonkulous. Ah! A fly just landed on my keyboard. Fly's a fan. If I had a fan, then I could swat the fly. Never mind. Anyway, I think I should probably go at that point because I've had 5 of you hit. And I've got a fly flying around my head. And I'm hungry now. I'm hungry! It's 5 o'clock. It's quite early, really. 20 past 5. Yeah. Probably not quite time for dinner yet. Had a late dinner. Usually eat at lunchtime. But I didn't. Alright, so that was a thing. And maybe I'll do it tomorrow and maybe not. I don't know. But really this was more of an experiment in does it actually... Can you see me? Can you see me now, Mother? I have no idea what that's from, but... My parents say it and so I say it. It's passed down for the generations. Can I do you now, sir? It's that man again. Yep. Which one of his books? I don't know which. Yeah, Redonkulous. Was it? All right, well. I see. Anyway, I see. What did the snowman say to the igloo? I see. Ha ha! It was a backwards joke that I just made up. What are you for? If only I'd have my life ahead of me. As it is, I'm 102 pretending to be 100. I'll never pass for 100. Okay, well, thank you very much for having me today. Sandy Powell, can you hear me, Mother? That's right, Sandy Powell. That lived on the beach. Sandy Powell. Anyway, so I'll see you now. I'll see you soon. I don't know when, I don't know where, but we'll meet again some sunny day. It will be sunny. It's always sunny. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. It's not Philadelphia here. I've never been to Philadelphia. And every time I watched that, I thought, what on earth? But it's a very popular show. Anyway, so I'll see you very... I don't know why. A lot of people like that show. I've just gone on their memory. Sorry. It's great. Anyway. I'll see you. On that note. On that bum note. Always good to see you too. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. It was sort of an experiment that nearly worked. Nearly's not good enough.